You used to call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait.
Check. Check 1, 2. Are we back up and running? I believe we are. Sorry for that. Taking off the air momentarily. Was it something I said? Might have been. But we are back here live on Octane number 169 Trios matchup. And Ben Stacy with a huge Spanish fly from off the top. Jones out of the corner. Able to take Stacy down with that running bulldog. But he needs a tag and he knows it. Maybe not. Elias with some lucha things. I guess good preparation for Ben Stacy before heading to Mexico. But now the tag to Peligro. He was able to avoid that attempted, looked like a calf kick Jones was going for there. And the apron drop kick. Nice with those reflexes, man. Still might be one of the fastest men in all of the CMV. There's a time when I would have said undisputed is Tobias Jones. Not just the fastest, most agile superstar in all of CMV, but nowadays the superstars we got them, Shockwave and Octane, it's honestly tough to say, but Tobias is certainly still up there. Big shots from Peligro, knocking Virtue down to the floor. And now, of course, got to take any opportunity to take a swipe at Lorenzo Alexander. Peligro is cleaning house all by himself right now. Or should I say right now? Oh my God! Peligro with a powerbomb on top of the steel barricade. Super kick to Lorenzo Alexander. Not even a little man right now. Blake Virtue is. And after that powerbomb onto the barricade, man, this one could be as good as over. Count of 8. Peligro doesn't seem at all concerned. Springboard. Looks for the springboard super kick. German suplex from Blake Virtue. Lorenzo's got to get out of there, though. Tag made to Tobias Jones, who goes straight to the top. Big Toby tries for the cross body. Peligro giving simply way too much time there to recover and get out of harm's way. Tries to get him into the corner. Irish whip is reversed. Tobias Jones goes for a kick. Peligro gets up his boots first. Yet another super kick. Peligro looks like he was going to try to talk some smack to Lorenzo Alexander and Blake Virtue. That was not a good idea. He just got himself knocked loopy. And now it might just be a matter of who's able to recover first here. Looks like it's going to be Tobias Jones. Big T-Dog. Oh no, that might have accidentally. Couldn't really tell what happened. I think Lorenzo Alexander accidentally hit Tobias Jones, who's obviously targeting Peligro. Not gonna stop Big T-Dog though. Butterfly backbreaker. Harry slowly bringing Peligro up to his knee. Drop kick to the face, but again, you just can't give somebody like Peligro that much time. Peligro not going to play around. Nasty looking powerbomb. Tobias right there to make a quick tag to Lorenzo Alexander. The Hollywood highlight. Out for revenge. He's going to go to the top. Peligro though makes a tag to Andrew Briggs. Bad timing there. Sit out, face buster. Zoe. Ain't no Bush that he's beating around. Stun, set, strip. right into the pin, but in the corner of Resurgence. That's going to be an easy peasy lemon squeezy save for Peligro to make. That don't mean that Andrew Briggs out of the woods. However, look at the veteran try valiantly to pop back, but tag to Chris Benoit's Ghost. Some more Lucha Kings DDT. A whole lot of pressure on Andrew Briggs right now. This trios matchup rages on. Is there a weakness in Resurgence? That becomes the question. Some chink in the armor that Blake Virtue and his allies can capitalize on. Tag made. Rocket launcher, Virtue up the top. His former friend, former mentor, put to sleep. But that ain't gonna be good enough for Blake Virtue, I guess. The best bout machine. Puts him right back into the corner. He's just beating the hell out of Andrew Briggs here. You can't say he doesn't deserve it. That Briggs catches that boot. He's going to make a tag while he can. Ben Stacy in. They're going to try to put down Virtue. Yes, immediately. Stacy knows from their past matchups. Oh, everybody coming in to break up this pin. Blake Virtue's not the type that you can take your time with. When you see an opening, you gotta take advantage. And now Ben Stacy with the Kraken's clutch. Didn't have it properly locked in there though. There's what a knee from Blake Virtue. Tag made to Lorenzo Alexander. Stacy don't know what in the hell just hit him. He is seeing stars right now. And Lorenzo not making it any better. Tiger feint kick. Springboard. Clothesline down goes Stacy. Can't keep up with Big Zo. I love the teamwork by Tobias Jones, Lorenzo Alexander, and Blake Virtue in this matchup, man. They've been working, dare I say, like a well-oiled machine. Another rocket launcher. Blake Virtue. Can't underestimate the craftiness of Ben Stacy, as I've talked about so many times before. In many ways, a third-generation superstar. He was trained by the great Jay Young, who was trained by CMV Hall of Famer Dave Turner. All that knowledge coursing through the veins of young Ben Stacy. Right into that kick. Stacy stunned. Rolled up super kick. Tag to Zo. The frequent tags on point by the team of Jones, Alexander, and Virtue Vintage. Zo coming out that corner with that front flip DDT. And he is just non-stop. Going to try to get Stacy back into the corner with a counter of the Irish whip. If I were Stacy, I might be looking for a tag. Oh, too little, too late. Knees to the back. That could be Ben Stacy set up perfectly. That will never get old, man. Springboard 450 splash. The way that he jumps, though, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know how to properly put it into words. Springs off the top rope, lands on the middle rope into a 450 splash. It does not compute. My brain can't properly handle the kind of things Lorenzo Alexander can do in that ring. So we're going to top. Well, I know this. The corkscrew. Shooting star press into the pin. 1, 2. Ben Stacy, what a kick out. Lorenzo going to make the tag to Tobias. He potentially wrap things up. Looks like he's going to be... Oh, Go to the top, thinking about it. And play around. T-Dog, come on, not now. Ben Stacy scrambling to his feet. Jones right there to try to set him up into the corner to counter the Irish whip. Oh, no. Not again. Ben Stacy again. From off the top. Spanish fly. Unbelievable. And the fans here on Octane on their feet. What a trios match this has been. Tobias again to utilize that running bulldog from out of the corner. Into the pin. Tobias going to try to quickly hook the leg into the pin. Kick out at 2. Jones getting frustrated. Everyone getting frustrated. Without going to the top again. Blake Birch is going to give him some room. Some room to operate here. That's quite a distance. Slingshot. Sit out facebuster kind of shades of Lorenzo Alexander. And again, going to utilize that butterfly backbreaker. Ben Stacy looking to tag soon, man. Oh no. Tobias going to close that door. Peligro, god damn it. Tobias was surely going for that shooting star press. Peligro knew it too. Tobias having to adapt now, change up his game plan. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way. Ben Stacy going for a third avalanche Spanish fly. And once more, a round of applause from the CMV fans live in attendance. Virtue tag an immediate knee party. Ben Stacy busy showing up the guns. Blake Virtue blasts him. How? How? Blake Virtue doesn't know. He's just trying to go right back on the attack. Stacy has been busted open off that knee party. Virtue able to escape. Irish whip now off the ropes. Kitchen sink. May have cracked a couple of ribs. Laps them. Temple shades of Troy Colt. Oh, Stacy got a feeling he just got hit with a frying pan. Drop kick into the corner. Oh my God, he hit every single turnbuckle on the way down. And now into the corner. Virtue with a more cautious approach. Oh my God, yes! Andrew Briggs style! 1, 2, 3! Tobias Jones, Lorenzo Alexander, and Blake Virtue picking up a huge win against Resurgence here tonight. What a match that was. These last couple of weeks, we are starting to see some cracks in the foundation of Resurgence that Blake Virtue has been exposing. Pinned Peligro last Octane, now Ben Stacy here tonight. What a victory for these three.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor.
So, Remy Martin got exactly what he wanted, right? But did I get what I want? No, not yet. See, I am many things, Remy, but I am not a liar. I have no interest in winning the CMV World Championship, and so despite earning the right to do so, I will not be challenging for it. No. My prize is knowing that every time you look at that belt, Remy, you know that you only still hold it because I allow it. Remy Martin is the face of CMV because I permit it. Enjoy your empty championship, Remy.
Well, guys, I don't really know what to say. After what we just heard from Tommy DeMise, I think I can safely say that I've never been in this position before as general manager where a superstar has not wanted a shot at a world championship. And our main event here tonight is supposed to be Tommy DeMise challenging Remy Martin for the CMV Championship, but as we just heard from the man himself, the Anarchy Champion still, Tommy DeMise saying he doesn't want it, refusing to face Remy Martin here tonight, saying that he'd rather Remy Martin know the only reason he is still CMV Champion is because Tommy DeMise allows him to keep the championship. I mean, I want to apologize, promised everyone a CMV Championship match here tonight, but it seems as though that is not going to be happening. I got to make some calls, but at least we have one championship match that is sure not to be canceled on short notice. The television championship on the line, guys. A rematch from last Octane, where Jessica Cash shocked the entire CMV universe in her debut, not just defeating Vanessa Morgan, guys, defeating her in less than 3 minutes to become the new television champion. The runner-up in the Reality of Wrestling Season 4. Truly, as the old saying goes, taking the bull by the horns, answering Vanessa Morgan's open challenge last Octane. I guess we're about to find out if it was truly a case of pure shock and awe that Vanessa Morgan was the victim of. Can she get the championship back? We're about to find out right now. Or will Jessica Cash prove that it was no fluke? And will we see lightning strike twice? With Delilah Sid and Sarah Miller in her corner, Vanessa Morgan, guys, will become the very first ever two-time television champion. And I know that all week long she has been banging her head against the wall. Obviously, CMV Universe has its fair share of trolls who have been relentlessly sending that BS Vanessa's way, posting clips of her loss last Octane. Embarrassing. And again, especially to somebody debuting, a rookie like Jessica Cash. Well, it's a wrong that Vanessa Morgan looks to right. Here and now, television championship on the line. Vanessa Morgan, Jessica Cash. Referee rings the bell. Vanessa Morgan, somebody who's, well, now been defeated one-on-one only 3 times by Thea, by Taryn Breeze, and now by Jessica Cash. Oh, an immediate distraction from ringside by Delilah Sid and Sarah Miller. Well, I can tell you, Vanessa Morgan is already doing better than last Octane. I mean, guys, if you weren't there in the moment, it was a whirlwind. I was left speechless for a good couple of minutes. And unfortunately, I think it might be the case, as people have been saying, that it was pure shock and awe for Jessica Cash, upsetting Vanessa Morgan the way that she did into the pin, but a kick out at 1. Cash yanked up off the canvas. Look at the power of the Aussie brute. Woman handling the television champion. With a scooped up running power slam. Sarah Miller checking out the view from the apron. There's Cash with a slingshot leg drop across the chest. So guys, it could be the case that what happened to Vanessa Morgan last Octane be what happens to some of our champions next weekend in New Orleans at Wild Card. Think of Carlos Corbin and Joey Bacon. They're going to have to defend their World Tag Team Championship against a completely unknown team. They will not know who they are facing, who is challenging them for their titles until the match itself, until they're in the ring. Just like Cam Harris won't know who that third challenger is in the Fatal 4 for the Global Championship. Well, Vanessa Morgan's now had a week to prepare. And this is like the polar opposite of what we saw last Octane. Vanessa Morgan is, you know, part of my friendship of beating the shite out of Jessica Cash, who's just desperate for any sort of refuge in the corner. God, man. Gets up a boot, though. Perhaps all hope not lost. Does nothing. It might have had a negative effect on Vanessa Morgan. Chucked out of the corner like an ain't no thing with a chicken bone. Well, guys, our main event is off. Remy Martin will not be defending the CMV Championship against Tommy Mize here tonight. I've gotten a report that Mize has already left the arena. And so our main event will now be that tag team match. Ashley Rain and Piper Goodish taking on Amelia Jones and the Women's World Champion Thea. But right now, the television championship on the line. And Vanessa Morgan looking to make history as the first ever two-time television champion. Stacks her up. But no kick out. Vanessa looked right at the ref. Like she didn't believe it there for a second. I just cannot believe how different this match has been compared to last Octane. I think it really was just that perfect combination with Jessica Cash, guys. Like I said, that shock and awe. They're taking Morgan out of the apron after moving that top turnbuckle. DDT on the apron. And Vanessa Morgan just shakes it off like it's absolutely nothing. Like that's not the hardest part of the ring that she just had her head drilled down onto. Cash though. Cash money. With a clash. Well, maybe not as handily as last Octane, but can Jessica Cash do it again and retain the television championship so nearly? Well, no cigar. Cash not going to give up, however. Out onto the apron she goes. For a springboard clothesline. Almost didn't get it. But indeed she did as she goes off the ropes, trying to drive her shin right upside the Aussie Brute's head. Thick-headed as she is, though, might not have had any effect anyhow. Ram! Into the corner and limp. Jessica Cash falls to the canvas. Vanessa Morgan looking to take back the television championship. Thanks for coming, Jessica Cash. No! Cash! Counters the powerbomb attempt. This saw her life flash before her eyes, unfold. And taken down as Morgan now into a crossface. Crippler crossface is applied by Jessica Cash. Does not tap as Morgan escapes with a stiff kick to the gut. As it looks like the referee and Delilah Sin are starting to get into it. Anything Pat Slafievs can do to help out Morgan here. German suplex. Takes her down. Now with it. Dragon suplex into the straitjacket. Chimeraplex. Jessica Cash is still the television champion. I can't believe it. It might not have been as flashy as what we saw last Octane, guys, but Cash has done it again and is still the television champion. The power of Cash to hit a move like that on Vanessa. Look at Sarah Miller's reaction is priceless. Could not believe what she was seeing. Jessica Cash. Still your television champion. What a whirlwind couple of weeks for this young woman.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ice for my.
Well, the action is going to continue here on Octane number 169, guys, as coming up next. Benzie Rose makes her Octane debut. She'll be going one-on-one with Suplex of the Undisputed Elite, guys, still to come. Our main event now, we'll see Ashley Raymond Piper finish team up to take out Amelia Jones, the Women's World Champion Thea. It was supposed to be Tommy Demise challenging Remy Martin for the CMV Championship, but Demise saying he refuses to face Remy Martin for the CMV Championship, claiming that the only reason Remy is going to be champion from now on is because Demise allows it. I've never had somebody refuse a world championship opportunity. I know Demise said a couple weeks ago he doesn't care about championship gold. That's not his main priority, but still. I just hope he knows what he's doing. That's an opportunity that might not ever come his way again. But it is going to be Suplex of the Undisputed Elite in action, of course. Ruby Rebel and Tori Doyle in her corner. It's been an impressive new season so far for the Undisputed Elite. They are all in top form, looking to reclaim. Oh, they said all the championship gold. They said they want back the Trios Championship, they want back the Women's Tag Team Championship, and of course they want the Women's World Championship. Well, they, along with everybody else, and they'll have their chance. This next Octane will, of course, begin the Queen of the Hill and King of the Hill qualifying matchups. And Suplex, who was a part of last year's Queen of the Hill match, going to qualify again. I'm hoping, I'm sure, for a much different result. Well, I just hope for one thing that Fancy Rose is well aware of what she has signed herself up for here tonight. Suplex like a caged bull. Oh, man. Fancy Rose, I don't even know if she on purpose avoided that spear. It may have just been luck that she went high, suplex went low. And now the collar on the top, and I think it's obvious who's going to have the power advantage here. Fancy Rose from Lucha Libre Magica. CMV going to be in Mexico for that huge crossover event. And we know that SJ Ray of the Media Outcast will challenge Moreno for the Lucha Libre Magica Women's Championship. Meteora from Plex, who has been borderline obsessed with becoming Women's World Champion in the past year or so. Has had a couple of opportunities pass her by. As I was saying before, Undisputed Elite, they appear at least to me to be in top form. Maybe this will be the season that Suplex realizes her dreams. Oh, again with the Queen of the Hill qualifiers kicking off next Octane. She, along with everyone else in this women's division, will have her chance. Ooh, drops down behind this Rose, but a quick elbow waiting for her. And a woman the size of Plex taking off the ropes like that. Gotta be in awe of, but Rose tearing at the arm. As Ruby Rebel and Tori Doyle watch from at ringside. So Rose going for a bulldog. And the fight back here. Seen Fancy Rose a couple of times this season, seeing the live events. Yet to pick up a win. I hate to say it, but I have a feeling that she won't be getting her first here tonight, especially with Ruby Rebel up to no good. Just took off that top turnbuckle cover. Indeed, Undisputed Elite, former Trios champions, former Women's Tag Team champions. Oh, don't forget, guys, next month, we officially kick off the Road to Ascendance 14. And Ferocity will be our next special event after Wildcard, our annual all-women event. Fancy Rose putting Suplex up on the top. But this monster of a woman going to grab her by the hair, hang on elbows to the midsection. Maybe not to be fully counted. Oh no! Karma in play. Ruby Rebel took off that top turnbuckle to try to help Suplex. And she ends up being the one thrown chest first into it. Now Rose up at the top with a coffin drop into the pin. And a kick out of two. Tori Doyle now taking off the other top turnbuckle just as the referee sees that one. What timing. Oh, and a nasty knee from Suplex. Might have this one, but the referee too busy putting that top turnbuckle cover back on. Oh, and he sees the other one as well. Good on him. Suplex just bashing Rose's face. Oh my God, Plex with a standing backflip. Oh, but comes up short with that attempted clothesline in the corner. Makes up for it. Dropping Fancy Rose gut first on the top rope. And a bear knee right upside the head. And now it was just bullying Fancy Rose. Tori Doyle's loving what she's seeing. And Suplex with a huge grin on her face. She's loving every single minute of this. And now it's time to take her shot. Locked. Loaded. But Fancy still with some fight left. Irish Queen gets her to the corner. A more careful approach. Smash to the chest stop. Another one though gets caught by Plex, trips her up, smacked. Face first off the canvas. That could be a couple of front teeth knocked loose. again and utilize that top rope as a weapon. She has been doing the entire match. And some very serious rope burn across her chest, this Fancy Rose, by the end of the night. And she'll be lucky to still be in one piece by the end of the night. Suplex coming out of the corner like a runaway train. Spear no Rose. Gets up the knee but Plex immediately. Battles it back with that kick to the head. Rose shoots. With a hangman's neckbreaker Plex to ringside. Alongside Rhea Ripley and Tori Doyle, Fancy Rose showing no fear. Some cojones on Rose, but Rebel and Doyle are going to keep their distance unless they want to risk a disqualification. Irish Whip, there goes Rose down onto the floor. Extends the hand, stomps to the hand. And typical brutality of suplex. Back super, oh my God. Oh, she's still not done either. Suplex transitions into a camel clutch. Trying to break Rose's back as if the suplex alone might not have done it. Up to a count of 12. Have until 20 to get back into the ring. And Tori Doyle with a distraction. Keeping Fancy Rose busy trying to give Suplex the time she needs to get back to her feet, get back into the ring. Count of 16. Jawbreaker there by Fancy Rose. Guys, the ref's up to 18. Fancy Rose gonna get back into the ring. Suplex, holy shit, man. With about a millisecond to spare, I think Fancy thought she had it won. Elevator. 1, 2, 3, suplex. Picks up the win. God, that almost put her straight through the canvas. That clutch was insane, though. The ref was counting 20 when Plex slid into the ring. I thought for sure this one was over my count out. And so did Fancy Rose, obviously. Another win for the Undisputed Elite. The Elevator. To pick up the win for Suplex.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for.
And coming up next, my friends, John Smith of a Police Squad, poised to go one-on-one with Mike Magnum Maxwell. This is a match that Maxwell asked for following last episode of Octane, where, guys, Mike had thought he finally found himself a bit of backup in the form of hashtag Roadwives. They were ready to join him for Anarchy in the Arena next week in that wild card, but well, as we saw last Octane, Schmitty's Department of Justice putting a stop to that Police Squad and Derek DeMauro brutally assaulting Mark Ryan Murphy and Calvin Madison, now the both of them on the injured list. So who does Mike have to rely on now? Is there anybody that he can find in a week? He's got a week to find himself 3 partners, or he might have to go it alone against Schmitty and his Department of Justice in New Orleans. Rematch between these two from last month. I'm already a bit suspicious that Bill Jones ain't out here, nor Derek tomorrow. Where could they be? I'm sure that Mike Max would have eyes in the back of his head as well. Like I was talking about earlier, though, at this point, guys, it becomes a matter of who is left, but also who is willing to draw the ire of Schmitty to potentially end up like Road Wives. It might not be anybody left willing to take that risk, to risk their careers to help Mike Magnum Maxwell. Our tertiary main event still to come. Some tag team action we've got up next as 2 of the newest additions to the Octane Women's Division. Sujin and Selena Satoru will take on Twisted Sisters, and of course our new main event. The tag team of Ashley Rain and Piper Goodish up against Amelia Jones and Women's World Champion Thea, but right now John Smith, Mike Magnum Maxwell. One-on-one and a big kick straight out the gate. Mike was just eager. He said, give me anybody. I don't care if it's Bill Jones, John Smith, or Derek tomorrow. He just wanted anyone from Schmitty's Department of Justice to face here tonight. I'll be lucky it wasn't Derek tomorrow, considering the last time those two faced off what happened to Maxwell, but I digress. Very slowly pulled up to a knee, tries for a Meteora. John Smith, the crooked Kappa, looking for an Alabama Slammer. About to put Mike Maxwell in the Slammer. Taken by the ankle, just yeeted there. Well, that's obviously what Schmitty wanted, though. He wanted everybody left in that locker room to think twice about helping Mike Magnum Maxwell, about joining him for Anarchy in the arena next weekend. He wanted to make sure every single person on the Octane roster had to think long and hard if they really wanted to risk injury just to help Maxwell out. I genuinely can't think of anyone. And maybe Mike hasn't been able to either. He hasn't told us if he's found any replacement partners, if that's the case or not. And he and John Smith just beating the hell out of each other. Maxwell gets the advantage. Smith off the ropes. Big kick right across the chest. And a hurried hook of the leg as Maxwell looks to put Smith away, but a kick out at 2. But like I also said earlier, I think if Mike Magnum Maxwell absolutely has to, he will go up against all of Schmitty's Department of Justice alone next weekend. If that's what it takes, if that's what must be done. But the fact of the matter is, if that does end up happening, he won't last long. I don't care how big a fan you are of Mike Magnum Maxwell, you gotta be realistic. If he has to go up against Police Squad Derek tomorrow and Schmitty all by himself, it's just academic. He won't survive. He barely survived just Schmitty yet. Climb to fame. Tad and Tula has Smith blocked to the ropes for a moment. Back of the ring full. Now, quick counter though by Smith. I don't know if you want to start brawling with somebody like Johnny Boy Smith. But to take off that top turnbuckle. The plod. And to do Schmitty's bidding once again here tonight. Into the pivot. It's a kick out at 1. Take out the shotgun. John Smith ready to blow Maxwell's head off. Oh, watch out. Smith almost took out the ref. And she's going to fix that exposed top turnbuckle. Brutal shots. Oh, and the choke. Well, the ref's distracted. The ref's distracted. He didn't see that illegal two-handed choke in the corner. Mike now bleeding as well. And Smith. Oh, no. Drill. Mike Magnum Maxwell down to the center of the ring. Somehow a kick out at 2. Maxwell. I'm certainly not. I don't think anybody would deny his toughness. We saw it on full display in Paris against Schmitty. This kid has all the talent in the world, former Anarchy champion. I think he has what it takes to be a main event player here in CMV. That's what he's been trying to prove since the get-go against Schmitty, when he originally called him out. Wanted to prove that he could go toe-to-toe with the best of the best. Black elbow from Smith. Mike is beaten down, though he's hurt. It's the start of this new season and the receiving end of countless beatdowns. I don't know how he's still able to stand on his own 2 feet, as he is an impressive feat in and of itself. Looks like he's been cut right above his can't tell. I believe that's his left eye. Doesn't look like too deep of a gash. I'd say Mike certainly wants to put John Smith away as fast as he can so that doesn't worsen. Shoulder first into the steel ring post. Kick to the back, forcing Mike out of the corner. Smith will try to close the distance. Mike too fast for him, though. Great combo. What a kick to the back of the head. Down goes Smith. Mike for a quick pin attempt. That's a kick out at 2.5. There's a kick for you. Right across the back. And Mike with the STF. Mike Maxwell's got that STF locked in. John Smith finds himself caught. Can't get to a rope break. John Smith might be forced to tap out. He does. John Smith taps out. But immediately, as soon as he does, Bill Jones and Derek DeMoro, I knew it. I knew there was some sort of trap. And John Smith just walloping Mike Magnum Maxwell with a hellacious right hook. And again, even when Mike Magnum Maxwell wins, he ends up losing.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah.
And into our co-main event we now go, my friends. Here on Octane number 169. We got ourselves with a tag team action match with our main event as well. But first, 2 of the newest additions to the women's division here on Octane gonna team up. Selena Satoru and Sujin both traded to Octane following that mix-up between Shockwave General Manager Adam Valentine and I. These two can make for a very interesting team we're about to see, as they'll be going up against Twisted Sisters. The former Zero-G champion, Selena Satoru, guys, along with Su Jin, along with Twisted Sister, along with every other woman in CMV, preparing for the beginning of the Queen of the Hill qualifiers next Octane. Satoru. Might she be the one to punch her ticket to Ascendance 14? That, of course, is what the winner earns. The winner of the Queen of the Hill match at Absolution. A world championship opportunity on the grandest stage of them all. Could be time for Satoru to take that next big step, and I don't doubt for a second that she has the capability to do so. Well, Selena Satoru, a former Zero-G champion. Su Jin was trying to become Zero-G champion last week on Shockwave, but ended up coming up short against Madison Quinn. Now a fresh start here on Octane. Apathy was certainly very happy to see Su Jin traded to Octane. I'm definitely happy to have her here. I see big things in the future of Su Jin. And a great chance for her to showcase herself to perhaps those who have not necessarily seen much of her work over on Shockwave. The former K-pop idol has more than proven herself capable in that ring. Has only been defeated twice since joining CMV. Now, both times actually were via nefarious means. The first time she was distracted and then attacked, and again Madison Quinn with a dirty pin to retain the Zero-G championship last week on Shockwave. So the Twisted Sisters are not wanting to play the role of welcoming committee here, as they are desperate to get back on track. What's been to be honest, a few abysmal weeks for Twisted Sisters. Failing to capture the Trios Championship, Taryn Breeze losing the Television Championship. And of course, Dallas Cole still in possession of that Magnificent 8 contract, guys. She can cash him whenever she wants to for a Women's World Championship opportunity. She attempted to do so a couple weeks ago, remember? And maybe the new Women's World Champion right now, if it weren't for Ileana Summers stopping her. Of course, her Thea tells Dallas Cole, do the right thing. Don't cash in like a coward. Cash in beforehand. Let's face off straight up. Dallas Cole telling Thea, look, it's my right with this Magnificent contract to cash in however I want to, whenever I want to. Well, I believe here, this matchup is going to be Taryn Breeze and Dallas Cole representing. Selena Satoru going to get things started against Taryn Breeze, the former television champion, who I'm sure, if nothing else, was very happy to see Vanessa Morgan lose again earlier tonight. That had to at least give Taryn Breeze a little bit of a smile. But I'm sure she would love to get the television championship back. Going to come up next, our main event, guys. Ashley Rain and Piper Goodish will team up to take out Amelia Jones and Women's World Champion Thea on shaky waters, to say the least, these last couple months. Amelia Jones and Thea, hopefully they can get on the same page for that matchup at our main event. Of course, Thea set to defend the Women's World Championship against Ileana Summers next weekend in Nolans at Wild Card. Huge springboard forearm smash right outside the head by Dallas Cole. Well, Anna Simmons and Diana Holmes watch from ringside. And if you're Thea, guys, if you're the Women's World Champion, you're thinking about how the road to Ascendance 14 kicks off post-wild card. You're thinking about making it to Ascendance 14, walking in to the biggest show of the year as champion. What would that mean to somebody like Thea, who obviously had a less than stellar time at Ascendance 13? What a turnaround, though, to walk into Ascendance 14 as the Women's World Champion. Of course, that's still a good few months away. Who knows what could happen? Could lose the championship next week at Ileana Summers. And then, of course, we got Ferocity. I mean, Thea, I'm sure, would love to walk into Ferocity as the Women's World Champion. What an honor that would be for our annual all-women events. But can't afford to look past Ileana Summers. I don't think Thea would, though. I think Thea has every right to be confident. She's beaten Ileana Summers more than once. Right now, Su Jin tagged in. Karen Breeze counters the Irish whip. Ooh, and an elbow right inside the head. Stunner! Gonna launch Breeze back. I believe it's only a matter of time before Su Jin becomes a champion here in CMV. I really do believe that. Obviously, it wasn't her night last week on Chakra against Madison Quinn, but this teamwork by Su Jin and Selena Satoru. Karen Breeze says, "Get me the hell out of here." She didn't like that at all. Makes the tag to Dallas Cole. Gets damn near her head kicked off by Satoru. Great reign as Zero G champion last season. I won't say who she beat to win the championship, but had a great reign. I also believe that it's only a matter of time before Satoru is a champion once again. Perhaps becoming a world champion is next on the agenda. What a DDT. Springboard DDT there by Dallas Cole. Flipped over as Dallas stomps the back. Okay. Can't make up her mind here. Well, guys, we're doing all this talking about Ferocity next month. Our annual all-women event. I don't know, the next Shockwave huge great event. Ruby Rattel will challenge Brina Story for the Divine Championship. Guys, with the winner of that will defend the Divine Championship at Ferocity against the winner of a World Cup tournament that will kick off next episode of Shockwave. Oh, slipped off the apron to Taryn Breeze. That was a little gust of wind there. As much as I'm sure Anna Simmons and Diana Holmes would like to help out, they can't risk a disqualification. Su Jin. Low to pick Dallas. We'll see the position gets stopped, halted in her tracks by Anna Simmons, offering her one of those delicious energy drinks. Su Jin doesn't seem all that interested, though. She's off that W, you know it. Come on. Irish whip into the corner. Not going to allow Su Jin to stay there. Hang on, counters. Caught. And face first goes Su Jin into that middle turnbuckle. Well, my friends, very excited for Wild Card next weekend in Nolens. Going to be a huge night. Anything can happen, and truly, it's never been more true. Ileana Summers will, of course, challenge Thea for the Women's World Championship. The stipulation of that match, unknown. Nobody will know. They will not know. The CM Universe won't know until the match itself. Same case for Owen O'Rourke challenging Emmett Jones for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, a randomized team will challenge Carlos Corvo and Joey Baker for the World Tag Team Championship. How about the predicament Cam Harris finds himself in, defending the Global Championship against Ahmed, Quantum, and a wild card. A complete unknown. And much more. Selena busted open off that. Gash right across her forehead. Su Jin has a right to be worried. Great shot to the back of Taryn Breeze's head. Dallas Cole spinning Selena Satoru inside out. Oh, she had it. Oh, Selena gets right back up. Dallas Cole, not to be intimidated though, does get launched into the corner. Tag made to Su Jin. Double back flapjack. Over the back body drop. Su Jin headbutt. We've seen this before. Crucifix power bomb. Dallas landed right on her neck. In the corner, not where she wants to be. Pendulum drop kick. Great Octane debut so far for Su Jin and Selena Satoru. In comes Taryn Breeze, gonna break that pin up. Tries to make her pay for it. Very impressive attempt. Dallas out of that corner to Su Jin. Power bomb. It's Dallas Cole. Knocking her on top of the head. Who's home? Doesn't look like anybody. Cradle shock. And shocked indeed is Su Jin right now. Dallas going to make a beeline for the corner to tag in Taryn Breeze. Nice French chop avoided. Irish whip into the corner. Su Jin perhaps being a bit overly cautious. Satoru cheers her on from ringside. That cut is looking real nasty across Satoru's forehead. There's that top, and a headbutt. Su Jin getting these fans riled up. A former K-pop idol. Maybe looking to take it home. Taryn Breeze doing all that she can to stop that from happening. Irish whip gets reversed. Quick with that elbow though is Breeze. Elbow to the side of the head. Knocks her back. Hang on, Su Jin. That reflex there too. Back and forth. This one's turned into a certified reversal fest on a super kick. Might have had it won if not for Selena breaking up the pin there. Su Jin back to her feet. More of those big chops. And another running headbutt. Listen to these fans. Su Jin is already maybe one of the most popular women's competitors in all of CMV, and for good reason. Oh, I thought she might have been looking for that leg drop. Hop and drop instead. And Dallas in to break up the pin. Look at his split. With the quickness. Maybe now. No? There's a lot of time. Should take the shot while she's got it. Here's why. Don't clamp out. If somebody like Taryn Breeze is going to pay the price. Drop kick. Su Jin will try to send her off the ropes. Hilton World backstabber. Su Jin saying it's done and dusted. And might it indeed be another headbutt. Another crucifix powerbomb. Shining Wizard follows it up. I'd say that might be enough to do it right there, but I guess Su Jin's not content. She's going to keep on the attack. Another running headbutt. Taryn Breeze don't know where she is, but she thinks she's in New Orleans already. My girl Taryn Breeze. In another dimension, but still able to counter. That's pure instinct is what that is. Taryn going to use that instinct Make a tag to Dallas Cole, I think, is the smart move. Hanging on for dear life, gets ripped out of that corner though. Karen Breeze. Could look for that sharpshooter, maybe that crippler crossface of hers. Maybe another super kick. All of it deadly for Sujin. Taking it back. The former television champion ripcord knee into the pin. Kick out at 1. At 1. Sujin, not where she wants to be. There it is, the crippler crossface. Locked in, but Sujin gets herself free. Her hair is all bloodied up. There's the leg, Larry. I don't know if she got all of it. Big Terry get all of it. May have gotten enough. That's all that matters. Oh, man. And you see Terry Breeze obviously not happy about that kick out. Tries to get into the corner. Counter the Irish whip, though. And immediately Breeze knocks her head. La Maestro! La Maestro! La Maestro! Uno! No dose even. Can't even give it down a dose? Another super kick! Sujin would not fall there. Fire for a tag, I believe. Kick to the midsection, Karen. Still unable to catch Sujin, is so fast. Tag made to Selena Satoru. Might have to put the team on her back a little bit here, considering the condition of Sujin. Not that Selena is necessarily doing very much better. Is that boot to the chest? Knocks her up against the ropes. Irish gets reversed. Hang on. Terry Breeze. Shocked at what she's seeing from Satoru. Stalking Breeze now. Selena looking to bring it home. Tries for a super kick, but Breeze. Super kick aficionado herself. Knew what was coming, not able to get out of the way of that double boot stomp to the chest, though. Again, tries for the kick. Not having very much luck with it. Back and forth. Counter for counter. You might even say tit for tat. Whew, excuse me. Ooh, an active, devastating shoulder first, right into the steel ring post. Nothing overly technical about what Satoru's doing right now, just stomping the hell out of Terry Breeze. What a tag team matchup here at our co-main event. Sujin and Selena Satoru attempting to introduce themselves to the Octane fans of Twisted Sisters. Not rolling out the welcoming mat. Power slam. And a very wise tag that Dallas Cole. Satoru just tries to remember where she is right now. Glory bomb from Miss Magnificent 8. And now with an Irish whip into the corner. A little tag. Nothing too long. There again. Backstabber. Backstabber. Hard to know. Cole gonna take to the air. Springboard DDT attempted, but Satoru with a shining wizard. Try to get Dallas Cole into the corner. And Sujin looks like she's got a cut right down the right side of her head. Suplex gonna bring Satoru back into the ring. Dallas. Maybe gonna try for that springboard DDT again. Or maybe just gonna pander to these fans a little too much. If you ask me anyhow. There's the kick. That's vintage Dallas Cole. Hooks the leg with Sujin in. Breaking up before the count of 2. But Dallas Cole says, nice try, kiddo. A little something extra. Surasi driver. 1, 2. Unreal. Dallas Cole certainly having some trouble believing it. But Ripley's, believe it or not, this match continues in Satoru with a snap German suplex. Make that tag to Sujin and does. Immediately sent into the corner. Dallas not going for the tag though. Putting her up on top. Sujin battles her back. Oh no. Double knees to the face. But Sujin remains strong. Oh, watch out, Taryn Breeze. Don't want to get all caught up in this Tarantula. Gorgeous execution of the Tarantula. Dallas trying to crawl away, but like a fly. Finding himself strapped to the spider's web. That headbutt goes nowhere. Elbow to the side of the head, back Sujin up. Dallas with a super kick, very Troy Pop-esque. And a springboard coffin drop. The former K-pop idol just cannot catch a break right now. Like I said, Twisted Sisters in a sort of way try to defend their territory. Sujin and Satoru coming here to Octane. And they are defending it. They are defending it rigorously. Another coffin drop, that might do it. Well, obviously Satoru thinks so. Coming in to break up the pin. Oh God, Sujin, guys. Sujin, that cut has worsened. And Dallas Cole is showing no mercy. Tagging Taryn Breeze, and there is blood everywhere. Ref might have to stop this one. The amount of blood that Sujin is losing here. Taryn Breeze gonna walk her all the way over to the corner, right in front of Selena, to give her that snake eyes. I don't know how Sujin still has this level of fight left in her. The spark of this young woman, not easily diminished. Right there to make a hot tag to Selena. Taryn waiting for her though. No clean ring entry to be had. Guillotine! And Satoru could be your last chance. Taryn Breeze swats that shit away. Elbows down to the gut. Former CMV champion kicks the tornado kick. What a matchup this has been in our co-main event. Banger. Taryn saying, watch out, Dallas. Big old knee coming. Slip sliding and Sujin's blood all over the canvas. Tear at that ankle. Sujin back up on the apron. She is covered in her own blood, guys. Sujin is caked from head to toe in her own blood. I don't know how the referee has not stopped this match, or at least gotten Sujin to hop off the apron to get that cut looked at. Forearm smash, knocks her out of the corner, and Lariat makes the tag to Sujin. Oh, that's not a good idea. Might as well have tagged in a corpse. scoop slam tag to Dallas Cole. 4 minutes left on the clock for this tag team matchup. Cameraman a bit infatuated with Taryn Breeze. Can't say that I blame him. Oh! Oh no, another double knee face breaker. Brother, take a look at Su Jin. If you told me I didn't know any better, you told me that she got shot execution style, I might believe in the way that she's looking right now. She doesn't even know who did she just try to hit right there? She's seeing ghosts. She's seeing the other side because she's practically there herself already. Mamma mia. Three minutes left on the clock before this one ends in a time limit draw. I don't know if Su Jin has 30 seconds, let alone 3 minutes though. It's up to Selena, the tag's made. Satoru gonna try to clutch up. Dallas though counters the kick. Headbutt. Another. And a third. Before making the tag to Taryn Breeze. Almost the entirety of the canvas. Having Su Jin and Selena Satoru's blood smeared all over it. Try for a sharpshooter there, Taryn Breeze. Selena Satoru though keeps her at bay, sends her to the corner. Whoa, gonna try to bleed Taryn out. Another leg lariat attempted. That one definitely did not connect. Oh, stunned. Both Su Jin and Selena Satoru sent down to the floor hard. It's Satoru, the legal one. Super kick, get her back into the ring, Taryn. Selena gets right back up. You have to be joking me. To the top, Satoru. With only a little over a minute left. Yellow! Oh. Why the cheap shot? Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the pool of blood. Taryn Breeze gonna slip in it. This match needs to be stopped, dude. Well, it's gonna stop in about 50 seconds anyway. Unless someone can somehow get back into the ring. Might be a double count out. Neither woman moving. There we go. Selena starts to come to. Looks for the leg lariat again. Could be all that blood slipping and sliding in. Dragon screw. And a knee trembler. Count of 13 as the clock only has 15 seconds left. It's not impossible. If Selena can just go for the pin, she might have it. But it looks like this one indeed will be ending in a time-limit draw, which honestly I'm thankful for, looking at the condition of Su Jin, guys. What a match. And the fans are chanting to restart the match. I don't think that's possible, looking at the condition of Su Jin, though. Incredible tag team action, man, and neither team willing to catch the L here tonight. I think I've got a whole new level of respect for Su Jin, but we need to get her to the doctor's office, and I mean stat. Get some bags of blood ready.
Yeah. You know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my.
We had to make sure we gave our ringside crew enough time to wipe up the buckets of blood left over in the ring after that last match, guys. But it's time for our main event of the evening. It was originally supposed to be Tommy Demise challenging Remy Martin for the CMV Championship, but as we heard from Demise earlier tonight, refusing to compete in that match, refusing to challenge for the CMV Championship and leaving the arena. So this now our main event, as the team of Ashley Rain and Piper Goodish going to take on Amelia Jones and Thea of the Regulators, seemingly on the same page, coming out here side by side. But guys, you don't have to be you don't have to have yourself 20/20 vision to see the tension that's been building over these last couple of months between Amelia Jones and Thea, constantly bickering. And of course, last Octane in that fatal 4-way #1 contenders match, Amelia Jones seemed to be almost insulted that Thea did not show her favoritism, even though Thea made it very clear before the match that she would not. She would not pick favorites. She would call it down the middle as the special guest referee, and she did for the most part. A questionable pin to end the match. Some saying it was fast. But was that intentional or not? Might have just been heat of the moment type of deal. I digress. Amelia was not happy with the result, obviously, and again, getting into it with Thea. Well, now with Thea set to defend the Women's World Championship against Ileana Summers next week in that wild card. Champ could always use some extra momentum. And hoping to earn it here in our main event alongside Amelia Jones. The two other women who partook in that fatal 4-way #1 contenders match partners here tonight, Piper Goodish and Ashley Rain. Opponents over these last couple weeks now coming together for what would be a huge win against the Women's World Champion. And I think that both Piper Goodish and Ashley Rain guys have to be favorites as those qualifying matches for the Queen of the Hill kick off next Octane. The Hall of Famer, intent on becoming Women's World Champion one final time, came close in that fatal 4-way match, but it was not her night. But a win like this could put her right back in contention. So here we go. Oh, now wait a minute. It looked like Thea, guys, wanted to start things off as the legal competitor, but Amelia made a tag. Thea not happy about it, but now this one gets underway. The bell has rung. And Piper Goodish and Amelia Jones going to get things started as our legal competitors. That's already not a good sign. And if you saw that live event earlier this week, Amelia really, I think, venting many of her frustrations that have been slowly building up these last couple of months between she and Thea on that poor competitor. I don't even remember their name. Match didn't last very long. Amelia ground them into taco meat. Sent into the corner. Tags made to Ashley Rain. Amelia has primarily accused Thea of not being a team player. Saying, how could you allow Ileana Summers to win that number 1 contenders match? This is our number 1 enemy resurgence. Why would you give them the chance to take the Women's World Championship? Thea saying, look, I called down the middle. Ileana won, straight up. And assuring Amelia that they would not be taking that Women's World Championship. Well, now here's a tag. Even though Thea wasn't happy about that line tag at the start of the match. And a stop to the bicep. Last time these two were in a ring against each other, it was a humdinger and a half. Last season, Ashley Rain shaking Thea's hand after the bout. It was a real passing of the torch moment, many considered. And ever since, Thea on an upward trajectory, becoming Women's World Champion in Paris. But now has her first defense. A wild card next weekend. And, well, we've had a little bit of a curse so far here in this new season. And even, through the start of the end of last season, the world champions have not really been able to get past their first defense. Especially with the Women's World Championship. Rui Rattel lost in her first defense. Isabella Almas lost in her first defense. Thea is kind of struggling to be the one to break that curse. Or will it continue in Darwin? Will Ileana Summers walk out the new Women's World Champion? Power slam Theon Sherman itching to get the win back from Piper Goodish. Double tag, in comes Amelia Jones, in comes Ashley Rain. For a while, allies, the Killjoy Club and Ashley Rain last season, then bitter rivals. Dragons Cleave. Ivy's 3-time Women's World Champion. Counter of the Irish Whip was Amelia. Ooh, gets sent that onto the apron, hanging on. But barely guillotines her. Amelia Jones going for the tag. And fiery Frenchwoman. Taken down with a tilt-the-world head scissors. Rain immediately over make the tag to Piper Goodish. Pin Thea last month. Looks to do so again right now. And a kick out at 1. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of Thea. Again, not just because of what we just talked about, the curse of the Women's World Championship lately, but not wanting to let down the regulators and certainly not wanting to give Resurgence another championship. As I also talked about earlier, I know Thea's got to be confident going into this defense. She's beaten Ileana Summers a handful of times. I mean, Ileana was her first ever opponent here in CMV. Since the two have fought, probably the opponent Thea has fought the most in her CMV career. They know each other extremely well. With the way that Resurgence is going, guys, this is a different Ileana Summers. You never know what could happen. And again, we don't know what the stipulation's going to be for that championship match. Could be anything. Could be a one-on-one match. Could be Falls Count Anywhere. Could be a Hell in a Cell. It could drastically change things. In the corner, Amelia makes the tag to Thea. And despite that little hiccup at the start of the match when Amelia Jones getting that blind tag, working together pretty well in this matchup, Amelia Jones and Thea. Trying to keep her momentum at an all-time high heading into wild card. Tags Amelia in. Punch to the gut. And a Blue Thunder Bomb. Shout out to her brother Tobias. What a moment it would be for Amelia Jones to pin Ashley Rain. But breaks up that pin as Piper Goodish. I love the frequent tags by Amelia Jones and Thea here. Very good teamwork, as a matter of fact. Which I was not expecting, to be honest. Ashley Rain with a barrage, small but mighty. Thea feeling all of that. Into the corner, Thea going to be a bit more careful with the approach here in the hostile territory, perhaps a bit too careful. And now Rain with a Hurricane Rana into the pin to pin the Women's World Champion. But a kick out, I don't even think that was a 1 count. Off the ropes, Rain. Oh, missing her shot. Thea, too slow. Oh, knee party. Both knees to the mush. A little delayed pin there by Rain, but Amelia going to come in and make the save anyhow. Well, despite their infighting these last couple months, Amelia Jones said it herself. She does not want Resurgence taking that Women's World Championship. She's going to do anything she can to make sure that does not happen. Matchbook by Thea, now the tag to Amelia Jones. And Amelia gonna instantly pick it up for the upside down. 1, 2, kick out, damn. Close does get, not good enough. And the fans on their feet here for our main event. Amelia gonna give herself some room. Too much room, unfortunately. She went for a little Hail Mary, does not pay off. Power bomb by the Hall of Fame, who now goes to make the tag to Piper Goodish. Goodish charging Amelia. Irish whip, no countered. In the corner now. Buckle bomb. Amelia in a lot of pain. Thea sees that, offering her hand for the tag, but Amelia in no position to do so right now. Out of the corner. Vindication. Amelia Jones, a true student of the game. Biggest voice Vindy fan. Oh my God, not another buckle bomb, Jesus! And Thea worried about a tag team partner right now, for good reason. And there's that roughness we were seeing from Amelia earlier this week at the CMV Live event. Oh, look at this teamwork. No! What was that? Intentional or not, I think that was a mistake. Thea was trying to hold Piper Goodish in position. Well, now Piper Goodish trying to fight. Oh no! Another miscommunication. Thea accidentally clotheslining Amelia. And now Piper Goodish and Ashley Rain take it over. Things just broke down very quickly here in our main event. I don't know whether or not those were accidents. I can't say. All I know is that could be the bitter end for Amelia Jones and Thea. And Amelia gonna try to stay focused. I can't imagine that this helps toward the healing process in any sort of way. Ooh, what a backbreaker. Well, that's what you can expect, man, when you're coming to a tag team matchup at odds with your partner. When we saw it at the start of the match when Amelia blind tagged herself in, I thought they were starting to get it together, but obviously not. Ashley Rain in off the tag. And in the corner, Amelia able to turn her around. Ooh, elbow right to the side of the head. You can see Amelia on some wobbly legs. Needs to make a tag to Thea. That's what Amelia needs to do. But would she if she could, after what we just saw Shoulder breaker into the pin. 1, 2. I mean, look, I could. Oh, wait a minute. Tag made to Piper Goodish. Can Amelia make it to the corner? She's got to make the tag. She's got to. Yes! Here comes Thea. But Goodish instantly throws her out of the apron. Looks like she's still focused on Amelia Jones. But a save from Thea. Luckily, that one didn't end in disaster. Oh, but a trio of punches knocking the Women's World Champion down to the floor. Blocks the discus forearm. And now, punch to the face. That suplex. Landing on your neck like that on the floor. Always scary. Goodish just has it out for Amelia Jones, which is good for Thea. Gives her a chance to get back to her feet. Counter 6 though. Thea better get back up. Amelia could help her. Guys, that back suplex. I don't think Thea can get back up. She landed on her neck. Count of 9. Thea. Oh my God. Another clutch save. Second time tonight. And Thea has won! Matches with that sit-out powerbomb before, won the Women's World Championship with that maneuver in Paris. Well, not too sure what the hell she was trying for there. Makes up for it, though, with the extinguisher. But Ashley Rain so fast, man, in the ring before the leg was even hooked. Not even the thought of a 1 count there. Tag now to Amelia Jones. Have they managed to patch things up? After things almost went off the rails earlier. Oh, Amelia is now legal. Thea making the sacrifice there. X-Plex. 1, 2. What the kick out. Thea gotta get out of the ring though. Ashley Rain with a cheap shot from the apron. Thea gotta get out of there before she gets disqualified. What a main event. As discombobulated as Amelia Jones and Thea have been, they are managing to stay afloat, but we'll see if they can. At the end of this match, still be on the same page. A vindication. Asking to see Piper Goodish busted open. As Amelia Jones makes the tag to the fiery French woman, who for some reason is going ringside. Oh, to the top. Wanted to get to the top rope. Knee drop. Ooh, that could be a shattered kneecap. That could be big trouble for the Women's World Champion. That Valley Driver, I think, attempt. Thea able to slip free. In the corner with a quick counter by the Women's World Champion. Gonna say what's up to Ashley Rain before going. I don't think she's got the energy left. She's gonna try to charge. Shining Wizard! Thea blindsided and now sent into the corner. Piper Goodish enjoying the moment, perhaps enjoying it a little too much. Into the pin. Kick out at 1. Thea just kicked out at 1. Well, Goodish not going to make that mistake again. Going to try to get Thea back into the corner. Thea reverses it though. And just going to yeet her into the corner. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. The Women's World Champion maybe wasn't expecting such a tough fight here in our main event. I'm sure she wants to remain as fresh as can be heading into next weekend. But this match has been anything but what we expected, I think. Certainly for Amelia Jones and Thea. Goes for the shoulder tackle. Thought she was looking for the spear. Get to the midsection, the crafty Piper Goodish Not crafty enough, perhaps. Hang on. Grabs Thea by the hair. Getting rough. Maybe a little bit desperate. Now the tag to Ashley Rain. And the Hall of Famer packing up. In the corner, Irish whip reversed. And again we see Thea. Just launch Rain into the turnbuckles. Tag made to Amelia Jones. Amelia, you're in the midst of it. Sometimes those problems can wash away. You're so focused on the task at hand. And that's the case for Amelia Jones here. Just attempting to stay focused on getting the win. Whatever else might come after. She is loving the vindication tonight. I love the voice Vindy appreciation. Tag now to Thea, and the regulator's gonna do some regulating. Ashley Rain trying to get out of there, but Thea stops her. Says, where do you think you're going? Deadlift running power slam. And she get Rain into that corner though. No, she could not. And if Rain gets you in that corner, could look for sliced oranges. Thea knows that. Another double knee face breaker into the pin, but Amelia's right there to make the save. Nicely done. Thea might not know where she is. She thinks she's back in France after that double knee face breaker. And slowly the Women's World Champion brought up to a vertical base, but she's lying in wait with that Irish whip. Another suplex launching Rain double. No, Thea did not make the tag. Piper Goodish was tagged in, and Piper Goodish with her own variation of the upside down. 1, 2. Mamma mia. Piper Goodish far from finished, but neither is Thea. Fiery French woman. How does she still have this much power left so late in this match, our main event? The military press-ups. The tag is made to Amelia Jones. Kick to the back. All the tribulations in this matchup. Can they be overcome? No! Amelia with her own maneuver. The upside down. And Thea, hello, took her time coming in to break up that pin. 2.999. I thought for a second she was just gonna let it rock. Tag to Rain. And stop Vintage Borton combo. No, blocked by Amelia Jones into a dragon screw. Can Amelia put the team on her back? Makes the tag to Thea. Big old punch to the gut. We get the Irish whip, that gets reversed. Thea able to hang on though. Guillotines the Hall of Famer. And true Piper Goodish. Gonna make her pay for it. Match book to Piper on the floor, and an extinguisher just for good measure, but Thea unable to get back up. To get back into the ring, and that's Piper Goodish taken care of. She shouldn't be a problem, at least for a good few minutes. This is a great opportunity. The Rain to try to end it. Sunny side down. Thea counters the counter. Huge combo. And Rain hooks the leg. Amelia, where art thou? Ashley Rain has pinned the Women's World Champion, while Amelia Jones doesn't lift a finger to try and help. Well, it might just be that Thea expended her last bit of energy on Piper Goodish here at ringside. Hit her with another extinguisher. She was not legal, though. Thea could barely get back into the ring, and when she did, Ashley Rain pinned her, and Amelia could have easily gotten into help, but decided not to. Piper Goodish back up to celebrate this huge win alongside Ashley Rain. This is the last thing Thea needed heading into Wild Card next weekend, guys. But until the next time I see you, thank you for joining me as always. Hey, with friends like that, who needs enemies?
Yeah.